Let me back up a little bit to your time in SNCC, and you mentioned Stokely Carmichael
Sure.
and Bob Brown.
Sure.
What was the relationship between these figures and you? I mean, you're a little younger guy.
Yeah.
What was the relationship?
Well, Bob and
I'm thinking of a mentorship relationship.
Yeah, Bob Brown was a brilliant young man, as you know, and Bob became like he was my mentor. He was my father in the civil rights movement. He really kind of took me under his wings. I think part of it is because I wouldn't let him leave me. I wouldn't let him. I decided that I was going to be with him, and also because of the fact that Bob was the consummate civil rights person. Didn't have nothing but the clothes on his back. Okay. Didn't know where he was going to get the next meal from, and because I was still in the service at the time, I did have a family, and I had a place to stay and a regular meal. So Bob would just find himself at my house a lot, and then ultimately, after I got out of the service, which was not, I became a vagabond like him, and so we started going around to other folks' houses. But we got this close kinship, and I remember going to my first political convention. There was a core convention in Columbus, Ohio, and that was the convention where Roy Ennis ultimately took over core. But that was my first political convention, and I was just wild-eyed, and man, it was just, I found my niche. I found the place because I was so excited about what was going on. But Bob and I developed a very, very close relationship, and Bob and I, after Stokely became a member of the Panther Party, Bob and I organized a chapter there, and we recruited Fred Hampton into the chapter. Bob didn't want an official title. That's the way he was. He liked to be in the background. But Fred Hampton became the deputy chairman, and I became the deputy minister of defense, and that's where we started out.
Before we talk about Fred, back a little, whatever happened to Monroe Sharp? Remember Monroe Sharp?
Yeah, I remember Monroe. Yeah, Monroe
head.
Sharp. I think he's still around. I haven't seen him in years.
But he was active in the SNCC.
Yeah, he was. As a matter of fact, Monroe was the head of SNCC at the time. Right. It was all Monroe Sharp, and there were some others. Lawrence Landry and all of them was around.
Yeah, those are great names.
Yeah.